Hey peeps, it's your girl Daxani and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to go over the witches that I drew, and honestly, they're okay. I mean, for the most part, yes, I love them. There's probably like 2 in here that I just think they're okay, but I'll explain what's poppin' and what I may do for the rest of Witchtober. Day 1 we started off really strong, and this here is day 2, which I feel really confident in, and the image turned out incredibly cute, you guys. I was listening to some aesthetic Spanish music and some Selena songs, so that helped shape out this idea. Now, what compelled me to draw a cat? I couldn't even tell you. Okay, it just magically showed up on my drawing, and I was like, oh wow, look at me, I drew another animal. That's awesome. So you know what, I gotta give myself a pat on the back for that one. The cat was a really good addition to the drawing. I low-key wanted to turn this into another like animated GIF, but your girl got kind of lazy and was like, do I really want to spend extra time on this, especially being that I haven't like worked on the other days. So I was like, nah, I might gotta skip out on that, but maybe I'll come back and turn this into a GIF. I think it could be really cute, like if the cat's paw was moving up and down as long as the cassette tape. And if I wanted to like spruce it up, maybe have like her blink her eyes and then have like the sparkles do their little sparkling thing. But I don't know, we'll see. Also, I was just kind of feeling a bit nostalgic with the whole cassette tape and the old school headphones, but I wanted to turn this into a design like, when you're listening to music on your iPhone. So there is some modern day vibes in this, but also I was experimenting with how I color the hair, which is very simple. I kept it very simple for this. So, and it turned out really good. It looks so good on her and just on this design in general. However, the hair on the witch for day 3 is not my favorite. So here is day 3, which is Mushroom Witch. This is one of the drawings I'm not too fond with, and I think it's because of how I decided to color the hair, which you'll see soon. But I will say that I am glad that I took the time to work on a pose that's more than just a bust. I got some thighs in there this time and some hands. So we took things to another level here, okay? Also, the little mushroom spirits that I drew were inspired by the mushrooms from Disney's Fantasia. They were just so adorable in that film, and they were the first things that I thought of when I was creating this character. Also, you see that I added like, I don't know what they're called, but I guess like they're maybe like another form of mushroom or something that's kind of like darkened on her arms and stuff. I was gonna add that, but then I was like, nah, I just felt like there was so much going on, so I ended up taking those away. And also, I just thought it would be appropriate to maybe add some type of grass, and some extra mushrooms growing up beside her. So I thought it would add a little bit more to this drawing, to the character, give it some type of setting, even though like I'm not really all that great when it comes to backgrounds and stuff. But I was like, let me just add a little bit of something, because honestly, I think like without the grass, I feel like the pose would just make the whole drawing look a little weird. So I think like the pose and then just having the ground there is awesome. But I see people draw like characters sitting down and there's like nothing there. They're sitting on air, and for the most part they look cool only because like their character design is like really awesome, and so I think that makes up for the fact that there's not a chair or a bench there. But for me, I just felt like I couldn't make that work, so I needed to add some grass. I use like different texture brushes for the grass and just a little bit of line art in there. I wasn't trying to be like super fancy, and honestly I had fun drawing the little mushroom spirits, and I like that I added stars on their little like mushroom heads instead of like circle spots. And then speaking of the circle spots, I got kind of mad because as you can see on my witch's mushroom hat, the circles are kind of like cut off at the top, and that I realized that at the last minute when like I merged everything together, and I was just kind of like too lazy to go back. So yeah, you know what, there it is. Okay, so day 4 we have Fairy Witch, and then as you can see, that first pose didn't really work out so well. I was trying to get a little fancy, maybe a little ahead of myself, and I was trying to make her like, I guess, make it look like she's in the process of putting her hair up. But you know what, I'm not ready for that level, so you know what, we just did this pose, a sitting pose. And I drew feet, and they're not the best feet, you know, but it's a start, and I can't be too mad at this. I think for the most part this turned out really great. The downside of it is how I colored the hair. I think I kind of got a little lazy, or I think this is like the part where I was like not really satisfied because I wasn't too happy with the mushroom witch, and then just doing the hair for this fairy witch, I was just kind of like not really feeling myself, you know. But I just can't be as harsh on myself as I want to be, because we did a full body, you guys, once again, and this is awesome, you know. Like, I included feet and an actual pose, which is pretty incredible. I do like the colors, you know. I'm not fond of pink. I am not a pink person, but it goes so well with this character. And then too, I really do like the two-toned hair, the black and the pink, but I think that could have came out so much better. I don't know what happened here. It's just the hair just messed everything up for me, so I don't know what happened. And then surprisingly, I did really well on the wings. I like how I did the glitter effect on the wings. I think they turned out really pretty. So it's just the hair that just kind of like messed everything up, you know. But I mean, even the darn thimble that she's sitting on looks great. It looks amazing. But yeah, you know what, this wasn't it, unfortunately. She's cute. She is cute. I'm not gonna lie. It's just the hair. I can't stand it, y'all. I just can't. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Alright, this one, I can see myself coming back to recreate it, to redraw it later on. But here we have my day 5 Lantern Witch, and this one I kind of struggled with. I think the pose, I just knew I wanted a side profile, and however, like, the hair wasn't working out, but then suddenly something like clicked. I was like, okay, like, yeah, I'm gonna have like a little flame be inside the tip of her hat and use that as the lantern. But what if like I draw her with braids and her beads that's on her braids are glowing as well? And I'm like, that could be really cool. And a part of me, you know, like the lazy part of me was just like, that's a lot of work, you know, we have to draw individual braids. But then like I kind of just like silenced that part of myself and was like, no, this is gonna be really cute. Let's draw these braids, let's draw the beads. And like I always wanted to draw something like this, like, you know, braids with beads in their hair, because like I always had like I've never, well, I probably rocked this hairstyle once, but the thing is, my hair texture is what I guess like a 3C 3B, so like my hair texture just doesn't really work with braids. But like I have a lot of cousins who do, and they've always like they were able to wear this hairstyle. So like, you know, I always thought it was cute, and then to even like include it in my drawing, I was like, this is the day that we do this. And you know what, like she's really cute. And then I did have an issue with like, there was a moment where like her head is too big, so I had to like, I guess I had to keep resizing the body. See here, yeah, I'm resizing a lot. I still think like the head is maybe a little bit too big, or I think maybe it should be a little bit wider. I think that's why I kind of want to come back to this drawing one day, because like this whole concept is just, it's just really cute, and I think I turned her into a really cute character. So like, yeah, one day I see myself coming back to this drawing, and then like, look, I'm not gonna lie, the top of her head looks a little weird. But I think I just still need to work on like drawing different hairstyles, especially like black hairstyles. Like I want to do more braids, like eventually, like I want to do cornrows next. So we'll see how that goes, maybe later down the line. So yeah. And then of course I drew like some moths around. I thought they were pretty cute, but I had like an issue trying to decide on background colors, and I do see myself turning this into a sticker, by the way. I do have a Redbubble account, but I'm gonna probably like tweak this a little bit more. But yeah, I was bouncing back and forth with colors because I really wanted that flame to like glow, so I had to use like dark colors, but I also wanted to use like not so dark colors, you know. But this right here is beautiful, so I'm happy with this. And lastly, we have School Witch, which is day 6, and this pose is like ugh, but don't worry, I end up fixing it and she looks a lot nicer. But I underestimated myself while drawing this witch, and luckily I think I was just distracted by music while drawing her. I didn't like yes, I had a concept in mind, but I was kind of like doubting myself a little bit, especially with the hair, because for some reason all of a sudden I'm not doing too well with coloring hair. I don't know what happened. Maybe, well, I think it's obviously because I'm trying to find a better way to color my hair, so that's why I'm struggling. But for this, I think I did a great job, especially like creating that boba tea in her hand. Like I made it look so good. I might have to treat myself to some boba tea this weekend. But going back to this hair, honestly, I think I did a lot better on the hair this time around. It's exactly what I'm going for. Like it's, the idea is there, but I haven't exactly like nailed it yet, but it turned out so nice. And then also like I really enjoyed the color scheme that I used for this drawing, so that was like a major plus. And then of course, like being like, I don't know, when I think of like a school theme type of drawing, I automatically think like glasses, reading glasses. And I struggled with the glasses so much, but I ended up getting it to how I like it. The perspective may be weird, but you know what, I like it. And then to like the backpack, I thought I was really gonna struggle with the backpack, but it was like fairly simple. I think I just made sure to keep it simple. But yeah, you guys, look at her hair. It's so pretty. Oh my god. Like, yo, this is so good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but anyways, like, okay, so my plan for the rest of Witchtober, I'm gonna skip a few days because I need to like jump ahead and do some other witches, and it'll kind of help me keep on track. So days 7 through 10 I am not doing, but I'm gonna post on day 11, and then starting from there I'm going to post like every other day. So I'm not gonna do it every day. I think like that'll kind of be a little bit draining for me. I've come to realize that. And then too, just like drawing these witches, I kind of found myself rushing most of the time. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, feel free to subscribe, but don't feel obligated to. It's just a suggestion. And as always, thank you all for listening. Thanks for watching, and I shall chat with you soon in the next video. Bye!